In this video, I'm going to talk about how I started a side hustle while still working my 9 to 5. And if you watch until the end, then you'll have the tools that you need to start a side hustle without quitting your day job. I am a full-time pastor, and many people ask, well, what does a full-time pastor do? I'm in the office on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, on Thursdays, doing meetings, responding to emails, phone calls, mentoring, discipling, studying, preparing for teachings and lessons. And so my week is jam-packed with meetings and things to do, seeing how we can better the church and how we can help it to be able to excel and to operate. On Sundays, we have 3 worship celebrations, so we're at church all day on Sundays, and then we usually have something going on every other weekend. So it averages out to where I work at least 5 days a week and more than 40 hours a week, because I have a lot of meetings in the evenings when most of the people in the congregation actually get off work is when I do a lot of meetings as well. But with this busy schedule, I've still been able to manage to start a side hustle that really could be looked at as 3 different business ventures. On top of working full time, my wife also works full time as a physician, and we have 2 children. And for most of this time, we had 2 under 2. They are 13 months apart, and that was a handful, but it still did not stop me from creating different businesses. In a little bit over a year, I've been able to create this YouTube channel. I've been able to write a book on financial literacy. I wrote a workbook to go with that book on financial literacy. I've been able to public speak at places, and I have been able to develop a seminar where I can go and teach financial literacy to others. And at the same time, I'm currently writing another book that I'm hoping will be done in the next couple of months. All of this in under a year, and everything is about to take off like a rocket. My YouTube channel is about to hit over 1,000 subscribers for the first time. I'm about to conduct my first financial seminar, and I've already been signed up getting speaking engagements and going to places where they want to buy my books in large bulks. And so when you're looking at this, the first question to ask when talking about growing a business or starting a side hustle while still attaining your 9 to 5 is the reason why. There are many videos that are up that talk about how you should just quit your 9 to 5 jobs, but there are some reasons that people aren't able to quit their 9 to 5 jobs for their side hustles, or in other cases like myself, you just don't want to. See, for me, being a pastor is a passion of mine. Even more than a passion, I believe that it is a calling. It's what I'm called to do. But just because I'm called to do that doesn't mean it's the only thing that I have to do. So I have no desire to quit my job. I love the church that I'm a part of. I love the work that I do. I'm able to impact people and make a change. I'm treated well, and I just enjoy the environment. But that didn't stop me from being ambitious and say there are other gifts and things that the Lord has put into me that I want to go and share with the world. So for you, maybe you don't want to quit your 9 to 5 because you love it. Or maybe you have a really good income and you like the security of your job and it has a good retirement plan, so you don't want to stop what you're doing until you start making a good amount of money from your side hustle. No matter what the reason is, I'm going to tell you what helped me to be able to get my side hustles off the ground. One thing about me is that I am a planner. So the first thing I wanted to do when I knew I wanted to get these side hustles off the ground is I began planning and preparing. Even before I shot my first YouTube video, or I wrote the first sentence on the page of the book, or I even started the curriculum for the seminar or created the workbook. The first thing I wanted to do was have a plan. I wanted to see how everything was going to work together, how everything was going to tie in together. And so I started my YouTube channel where it talks about financial financial literacy, but I'm also able to take all of those principles, all of those videos, and I created QR codes in my book. So now when someone reads my book, any concept that they don't understand or they want to learn more about, all they have to do is scan the QR code and they can go back to my YouTube channel where they can learn more. And so when you're looking at this concept, I wanted everything to work together. And so now both the book and the YouTube channels help to support my seminars, where when I go give a speech or a talk or I do a seminar, then people can get additional resources by buying my book or going to my YouTube channel. And they all work together. People that want to buy, people that enjoy my books will advocate for me to have a seminar. People at my seminar will want to go to watch my YouTube channel and they'll subscribe to my videos. So I created an ecosystem where everything worked together. So my first advice for you is to plan. Start with the end in mind. Don't just start anywhere, but actually plan. Where is it that you want to go? Where is it that you want to end up? Where is it that you see yourself in 1, 2, or 3 years from now? The planning is what I call the easy part. It's the part that gets you excited because there is an unlimited amount of potential. But after you plan comes the hard work. So then it's time for you to go and actually put in the work. If you want to start side hustles while you're busy, maybe you have a family, you're working hard, you want to thrive and succeed at your job still, then what you have to do is you have to be willing to work hard. For me, there was a lot of times when I had to stay up till 2 a.m. in the morning working on projects, and I am a person that loves to be in bed by 10 p.m. at the latest. But I stayed up late, I woke up early, 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes, working on projects. I had to wait till we put the kids to bed to start working on different projects. I don't have any off days. My off days where most people chill, rest, and relax, I had to let writing be my chill day, or I had to let YouTube videos be my chill day. And so one thing you want to do is you want to count the cost, because it is a lot of hard work involved. And if you aren't willing to work hard, you probably won't be successful with starting your side hustle. What's next is a big one, and it is patience. Patience is probably the biggest one. When you start with the end in mind and you put your plan together, I knew it would take about a year for things to get started and things to start working. I watched many videos, I did research, and they say your YouTube channel usually starts taking off, most channels, after about a year. So I knew that I would have to do videos for a year before I saw the result. I knew I started writing a book a year before I'd actually be able to go out and selling the books. I knew that I would have to prepare the seminars about a year before I ever conducted my first seminar. During that time, it's easy to get discouraged, it's easy to get sidetracked, but I have not done so. I have uploaded videos every single week for the past year, a little for the past about 14 months. So consistency is key. And sometimes you get a lot of views on a video and it's encouraging, and sometimes you get a little bit of views on a video. I know if I get 1,000 views on a video, I'm like, yes, I'm really going somewhere. It's taking off. And then if I get 50 views on a video, I'm like, oh, I did all this work and I'm not even seeing the results. But no matter where you are in the process, just know that you have to have patience. That success does not come overnight, but if you have a good plan and a strategy and you're willing to be patient for it, then things will usually work in your favor. The next one is huge. It is ChatGPT, which is an AI based off of OpenAI. It's their chatbot, and that has helped me up so much. If I want to learn something, it's able to quickly get me answers when I was writing my book. It's able to help correct it and take my sentences and paragraphs and make it sound even better than I can. I have 2 masters and a doctorate degree, so I know how to write, but I don't enjoy it, and I'm not the best writer in the world. But ChatGPT is able to take my writings and speed up the writing process. I didn't have to hire an editor because it was able to edit all the grammatical errors out for me and make sure it had a good structure and flow and great punctuation and things like that. Whenever I'm doing my YouTube videos, I always take the ideas in my head and bounce them off of OpenAI or ChatGPT, and I always try to get a feel of, is there anything that I'm missing? Is there anything in addition that I should add than the thoughts that I have in my head? So it helps me with outlines, and it helps me to be able to get some of the work that I'm able to do at my 9 to 5 even quicker. If I have to write emails or memos or I have to write different things, then what I can do is I can use that as a tool that helps me to get it done much faster. So if you're looking for a tool to help you speed up your process, I recommend looking at different artificial intelligence, whether it's Gemini, whether it's ChatGPT, just something that can help you to be able to excel your process and propel you to go faster. Next, I believe what's really important is having the right mentors, having people who are successful to be able to lead you, to guide you, and direct you. When you are around successful people or listening to successful people, then it helps just put you in the right direction. It'll motivate you and it will show you that things are possible. And as you watch them, you'll start emulating their success and you'll be successful as well. One of the most important things is your learning, to make sure you are learning, but not just learning anything, but you're learning from the right resources, from the right people, whether it's the books you read, the people you talk to, whether it's the YouTube videos that you watch. You want to make sure that you are tapping on the right sources. The Bible talks about how if the blind lead the blind, then they'll all fall into a ditch. If you want a level of success, then you should talk to people who have reached that level of success that you want. You should learn from them so that you can know what it is that you want to implement in the future. And I could not finish this video out without talking about the support that I have. If it were not for the support that I have from my wife, if it wasn't for the support that I have from other leaders at the church where I'm a pastor, if it wasn't for their support, if it wasn't for my wife's support, sometimes understanding that I have meetings or I have a deadline or I have something, she'll sometimes take the kids for me so I can finish something up or do something that I have to do. And so if you have a good support system around you, then you can excel. If my wife was not supportive of what it is that I'm doing, I would not be successful and what I'm doing would be torn down. But instead of tearing me down, she helps to build me up. So if you have these things, then it'll help you to be successful in starting your side hustle. If you enjoyed this video, then you could subscribe and watch the other videos which are on this channel, which are all about financial literacy.